Good afternoon, all, and welcome to the 2023 AMMNA Championship here at Benda Basketball Arena in Perth. My name is Dan Cook, and myself and Mandy Love will be here to take you through this afternoon's match. It is a preliminary final. The ACT Griffins taking on the South Australian Dragons. And really, everyone, we have such a fantastic game for you on show. These two teams have met once already, 60-39 to ACT. Does sound like there will be a large margin today, but don't hold your breath. Expect it to be nothing less than a goal-for-goal battle. Mandy, how do you see this one taking place?
Well, I've only actually seen the Dragons play so far this week, so I'm yet to see the ACT Griffins on court. So I'm very excited to see what they bring, knowing that they finished in the top two. They'll be definitely fighting for that grand final rematch for tomorrow. So I'll just run through the starting lineup very quickly. Starting with South Australia, in goal shoot, Alec Davis. Goal attack, Luke Humphries. Wing attack is Jalen Newchurch. Centre is Tyson Jerry. Wing defence, Steve McInnes. Goal defence, Jeff Zammett. And GK Matthew Spur. As you hear the ACT Griffiths clap in the background as they get their team underway. It's a crowd favourite here. And for their starting lineup in GK, they've got Tom Burrow. Goal defence, Nathan Mazengarb. Wing defence, Jordan Centre is Thomas Hopkins. Goal attack, Andrew Cross, and goal shooter is Isaiah Samo. So looking for the Dragons to get us underway.
Yeah, and here we go. First centre pass here for South Australia in this preliminary final. No more matches for the rest of the week for the loser. It is the end of the road for them. So lots on the line. A place taking on Victoria tomorrow morning. And Alec Davis, easy to find under the post here. Burrow hands over the ball. Goal scored for Alec Davis.
That's a great first up score for the Dragons today as they look to continue their red-hot form from earlier on today.
Yeah, ball now sitting with Mazengarb. Brings the ball through the court for ACT often. And Samo called for the penalty. Fantastic take from Spur. Now ball in South Australia's hands. They had a fantastic win this morning over New South Wales to bring them into this, knocking out last year's champions. Now ball with Zamet. Humphries out on the extension.
With a goal final berth on the line here, expect them to go for everything.
Yeah, correct. Humphries just driving along the base and puts that one through to South Australia, who consolidate the break here. 2-0 to start the game for SA. And not a nice delivery from Newchurch, but Humphries mops it up. Newchurch easy to find, and Davis just into the back space there. Easy on Burrow at the moment. ACT now with the centre. Josh Rochow receives a centre pass. That will be a matchup I'm looking forward to, him on Stephen McInnes.
Oh, wasn't McInnes so influential in the last game with that hands-over pressure?
Yeah, we see it then. Just called for the penalty. And now ball sitting with Hopkins, swings it out across and finds Andrew Cross. He's been impressive for me throughout the whole week, really holding the ACT front end together. What a target he is, can play in both goal attack, goal shooter.
Yes, I have heard his name mentioned quite a lot amongst the men's reserves teams about how do they stop Cross, So I'm very excited to see him out on court today. And
ball just out of play now, and Burrow looks to bring the ball back in.
Oh, great defensive tip.
And it scores the goal.
Yeah, Davis like that.
Yeah, now the ball sitting with ACT. Joshua Rochow in control. And Mazengarb throws into Hopkins, sending it down to Rochow, and Samo throws it up to Cross.
Isaiah Samo is a really controlled and measured player. He did play for New South Wales men's reserves a few years ago before moving down to the ACT for work. So expect big things from him. He's got a netball IQ, one to look out for my liking.
Yeah, Cross puts that one in for ACT. And SA go backwards through McInnes. Samo tries the steal, called out of play. McInnes now in possession, finds Jerry, And Jerry puts the ball up to Davis. Davis with the long-range shot. Doesn't put it through, however. No, cannot keep it in. Out of play is the call from the umpire. So Burrow now bringing the ball in for the ACT.
That was a nice little late pop into the goal third by Hopkins as well. So, Newchurch tries to get a touch on it. They break the box. Yeah,
sending the ball down to Rochow, putting the ball up to Andrew Cross. Finds great space underneath the ring. Good service there from the ACT. McInnes working cross.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work across that transverse line. Oh, good touch though by Spur.
Yeah, Matthew Spur gets the touch. Here, sideline throw in for the ACT. Playing for a lot. This will be a first opportunity for them in a while to be in the men's reserves final.
So Samo will take the penalty. Who does he connect with?
Yeah, Samo finds Rochow. And it turns to post. Drops it short. Spur can't pick it in.
Oh, and cuddles from Steve McInnes.
And McInnes doesn't find something forward. Goes back to Zamet. Jerry on the drive.
You can see this box set up as well by the ACT.
Newchurch now in possession.
Yeah, really limiting the space available to the Dragons. And we know their midcourt like to run as well, so this is interesting.
And, Zamet throws the ball straight into the hands of Josh Rochow. Now ACT with possession. Vantage call on the obstruction and puts it up in the back from Matthew Spur. Andrew Cross now with the shot. Cross puts it away for the ACT team. That brings it back to an even score. SA centre pass.
Breaking call.
And looks like Jalen Newchurch wasn't back on the line, really. Needs to make sure he's on top of that for the rest of the game.
I was actually having a chat to him after the last game that they played in, and he's informed me that he's actually running through shin splints this week, which is why he's coming off and on in the minutes played early in the game.
Yeah, managing some minutes there for Newchurch now. SA on the move through the court. And no option inside the circle. Humphreys pops and doesn't want to take the shot. Great hands there from ACT. Over the top of Mazengard now, finds Davis.
That was nice patient play by the Dragons on circle edge as well.
Rochow out from the line. Backwards to Mazengard. Just a quick 1-2 between the two of them. Tom Hopkins finds Samo. And doesn't want to go to the front ball there, Rochow, but...
And screen set against both SA defenders.
Yeah, big body there of Cross, just able to protect the space for Isaiah Samo. And Humphreys out on the centre pass. South Australia using the depth in the court here. Jerry able to keep possession, flicks it in to Davis, who puts it over the top. Humphreys with the goal.
Yeah, bringing Humphreys into the match. That's his second goal for the quarter.
Samo out on extension. Good to find at the top of the circle with Hopkins. No one in the circle, though, for the ACT. You can see Andrew Cross trying to get around and finding the space. They do perform a switch.
As they just set each other up just nicely here for the penalty. What have they got on offer? Looks like Cross is set up on the good old-fashioned T-bar hold.
That's all right, Samo just waiting for it. Or a little bit of a push there, not called by the umpire. And Andrew Cross levels the score for ACT. Back through Zamet and McInnes. Finding Jerry. Jerry there just on a flat lead. Makes it hard for your friends to find you if you're flat.
It's funny, you can actually start to see the midcourt from the Dragons not at the same type of intensity that we saw earlier, so a bit of fatigue running through the legs with their quick turnaround time. as they play this second match today.
Yeah, it is a bit of a fatigue. These guys are playing multiple rounds during the week. 9 matches in all, another one this morning. And a goal scored here for ACT. They'll look to capitalise on the centre pass now. Somewhere outside.
And just obstruction on the landing, probably on the second jump.
Yeah, McInnes called for a few already. We'll look to tighten that one up. Great work on the outside of the circle from Jerry. Just goes offside. Somewhere in possession, out to Rocho. And just a quick 1-2.
Don't think he got himself any closer then.
Cross keeps it in. And ACT still not looking like they've got their full flow as to the way they've played the rest of the week.
But see, I'm not too sure if they've just dropped the pace of this game entirely to suit them in this moment for right now.
Yeah, quite possibly as well, just to stay steady. Goal scored now, 8-6 in the way of the ACT. SA in possession, playing a lot of balls through the back of the court until a front end can open up. But Newchurch sights Davis. Davis has the shot, but is able to pull in the rebound. No one up there for the ACT. 8-7. ACT goes back through across to Burrow.
And they just need to balance the court out a little bit. They're just sort of found wanting right near the ball. Better work, and nice deflection from Jerry.
Yeah, Cross sends the ball out to Rochow, deflected by Jerry, but still able to maintain possession. Samo flicks it over to Cross. And Cross now with the shot. Umpire calls time just for the bib to be put on the back of Josh Rochow. And SA get us back underway. McInnes through Newchurch up the middle, finds Jerry towards the circle. Humphries with a nice little pop on Burrow. And asking for the ball, an obstruction call there on Mazengub. Burrow now with an arm penalty, or both of them out of play. Flicks it off to Humphries though for the goal for SA.
Yeah, I think both defensive circles really need to show discipline over the shot. You know, when they're releasing the pressure with these easy penalties, they just almost gift goals to the shooters. And we see a change in the wing attack, so Newchurch off. And that's lob on at wing attack for the Dragons. He was a replacement last game, so he brings some real high-intensity work rate and some good change of direction for the Dragons.
Yep. Ball now with Zamet. Throws it down, finds Jerry now across the circle to lob. No one available inside the circle. Reset from the SA Dragons, but Burrow gets a tip, gets the turnover here for the ACT team. And they start to send the ball through the court. Rochow now onto Samo, finds Rochow.
And he just rolls the circle, doesn't he?
And flicks it up.
No look away. Samo getting cued on court early.
Yeah, no look pass here. Finding Cross, who puts that away. Uncontested now, Cross, but puts it down to Matt Spur in the front space. Does land out of court, though. ACT retaining possession. Mazengub finds Hopkins. Hopkins chucks it down into the pocket, opens the space up. Beautiful triangle from the Griffins just to get the space for Andrew Cross. 12-8, 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Just a reminder, this is the preliminary final. No more second chances for the loser. Winner into the grand final tomorrow.
Everything rests on this game. This is, what they've been working for the last couple of months now. All their hard work, dedication, all comes down to this one final game to get them into the grand final tomorrow.
Yeah, it does for sure. Mazengub just becomes the offload. Cross now throws it across to and contact call on Spur gives ACT the ability to score the next goal. Margin back to 4. 2 minutes 20 remaining in the first. Humphreys now looking into the circle. Nothing the option. Needing to go back here, South Australia. Looking a little clogged at the moment. Just one lead at a time. Humphreys finds Jerry back at the circle edge and bit of a fling. Humphreys can keep it in. Alec Davis mopping up the crumbs here. SA retain possession. And no options forward at the moment. Like them to look in. Great vision that time from Jerry to find Davis. I think he's there on the hold a lot earlier. Don't know that the 2-on-1 is doing much in that space. So I'd like to see them let the ball go. Mason Garb, quick flick on to Rochow. Hopkins now attacks circle edge. Cross asking for the ball. Great demanding from Cross there, wanting the ball put up into space. 14-10 now to ACT. And sends the ball down into the pocket. Davis goes to head back to post. Just a bit of a misread from Humphreys on that delivery.
Yeah, Burrow got hands up but couldn't find a teammate to throw the ball into.
Humphreys now with the ball. Mazingarb has a bit of a hedge at it, just recognises that it's probably a bit far. And Jerry.
Missed jump too. The thought process was there, the execution.
Yeah, execution a little off here now. ACT looking to bring the ball through Burrow over to Hopkins. Burrow finds Mazingarb. Rochow up really high. Samo down and throws it up to Cross. And Cross able to keep it in. It's a great outlet ball that ACT have just in case they run into some issues. Bodies on the line there between Cross and Spur. Ball back to the outside.
Can't find his mid-quarters, but does so eventually.
Now a contact on Steve McInnes, and as the hooter goes there, that is the end of the first quarter. Well, an entertaining first quarter of netball. ACT making their way from a slow start now to take on a 14-10 lead at the quarter time break.
Australia Men's and Mixed Netball Association Championships 2023, proudly supported by Bladen WA, Great Temptation Sweet Treats, Spudshed, West Coast Fever and Netball WA.
Welcome back to the 2023 AMMNA National Championships here in Perth. We are watching the preliminary final in the men's reserve division. It is South Australia taking on the ACT. ACT now going into the second quarter with a 14-10 lead. And we were discussing a couple of matchups there in this quarter, but there is one change to the ACT team. Andrew Cross moves back to goal shooter. Lockie Paolo comes on at goal attack for them. So ACT obviously not fully happy with everything that was put out on to court. And a switch up there. And Hopkins straight away able to find Cross under the ring.
Yeah, look, he's a really huge target down the back end, and he was doing the majority of the shooting, scoring sort of 12 of the 14 goals from the first quarter. So I'm not surprised that move had been done just to contain legs as well. Keep them a little bit fresh for the full 60-minute performance that's needed to get this game across the line. Yeah,
Samo did seem to work, though, in the mismatch with Cross. However, opting to push Cross back into goal shooter.
Oh, look, Samo was incredibly clever in that first quarter, like being a real ball mover for the ACT Griffiths. So be interesting to see if he pops back on court at some stage.
Yeah, and Lockie Paolo just popping in through the front, but unable to sink the goal. There, Rocha, hand on the ball. Penalty called, though, against the ACT. Now SA looking to bring the ball through the court. Justin Lobb up high in wing attack. Finding Newchurch now in centre. So Newchurch returning to the court now in centre, replaces Tyson Jerry.
Offensive contact call.
Oh, no.
No? Okay, I'm confused.
Yeah, I think the players thought that, but the umpire was already on the base, so that confused the players. Alec Davis, though, gets the ball in hand. Beautiful high shot that he has.
Yeah, look, he's only missed one so far, so a really good output from him.
Humphreys with the ball, finds Lobb in the pocket, and Lobb lets the ball go under the post for Davis as he slots that one away. Bring the margin back to 2 now for the ACT team.
And here comes a zone setup from the Dragons here as they just work their way through this ACT team.
And just a contact there from Spur on Cross. Cross just a little ginger at the moment. You can tell he's probably had a lot of body pressure throughout the week himself.
Physically moving Paolo as well, just to where he needs him to be.
Paolo with the pop and puts it up to Cross. Cross and ends up on the floor.
And look at this, just jostling for position as well.
And slots it away for the ACT there. Newchurch now, ball in hand. South Australian centre, Lobb out, followed by nothing forward, so moving it backwards. Justin Lobb, though, finding some space down the court and puts the ball into Beautiful touch from Mazengard, though, results in a change in possession.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch the Dragons. It's like they're missing their depth on their second phase drives that we've seen majority of the week. So I don't know if that's just tired legs or not, or someone really has to step up for them down this front line.
Now ACT ball in hand. Watch out, delivers great ball in to Cross. Cross not able to sink it, but grabs the ball, fights for it in the rebound. And time called for ACT to get the ball. And Cross pops. Lockie Paolo covers his own player, however, and the ball up.
He's so strong in the air, isn't he, Cross?
Yeah, fantastic work. Holds the body in a good space, though.
And McInnes does enough to get in the way.
And South Australia now in possession, looking to bring the ball through the court. Zamet now in possession. Turns, finds Lobb. Lobb finds Humphreys. And Lob throws it.
Great defensive tip from the defence. Is that Mazenberg?
Yeah, it is Mazengarb.
Mazengarb, sorry, excuse me.
And look, that ball from Lob just sat in the air for way too long. Gives the defenders a chance. Little flick pass, though, blocked by the South Australian defenders. Ball now with Rochow, far sideline. And straight in to McInnes's hands.
Out of court.
And out it goes.
But straight back up to go those hands on that heavy 3-foot mark.
Oh, Paolo just unsure of the space to put that one into.
McInnes's hands over pressure is just immense. He's looking at his coach asking for a rolling sub to come sometime soon. And the coach of his SA team literally just shaking the head.
And now a throw in back to ACT in possession. Ball back with Hopkins. Finds Rochow in the corner, and nice little pop into the front space from Cross, drawing the penalty on Spur, and then Lockie.
Great rebound from Spur.
Yeah, Paolo not able to sink that shot. That's 2 in a row missed by Lockie Paolo, resulting in turnover ball. Newchurch now in possession.
And hell ball.
And great defensive pressure from the ACT. No one coming forward for South Australia. Cross, bit of a dodge, finds the space on the goal line. Just giving Paolo a bit of a tap on the back. Keep going, mate. Keep it going.
I don't quite know if this change from the ACT coaching staff has been very effective.
Yeah.
In this second quarter, they don't have the right flow that they found in the first quarter.
Now Paolo with the shot. That's a little sweeter for him.
Well, that's only their 4th goal for the quarter in 7 minutes of play. Lob, just offside on that centre pass. It's been really low scoring here in the second quarter.
Yeah, defensive pressure, fantastic from both teams.
Against McInnes out of play.
Humphreys now out of play, yeah. So now in possession. Paolo finding Rochow, and another obstruction call against Steve McInnes. And
look, we do have a new wing defence waiting in the substitution box for McInnes for the Dragons.
And Cross scores that one there. There is a change now. It is Josh Bradbrook coming onto the court to replace Steve McInnes. And Mazengarb just does enough to keep possession.
Went around the body and again, didn't it?
Yeah, Cross finds Hopkins, who draws the penalty. Hopkins not liking the options he has inside the circle. Spur just asking for a possible push penalty as well.
And it's done with the ultimate smile too, isn't it? Just trying to sweet talk our officials here on court number 3.
Yeah, I'm watching him intently, though. It does have to actually agree. I reckon Cross sometimes has a bit of an armbar sitting into his back as well. A little bit of a push, so can understand the reason that he might be feeling
hard done by.
Yeah, look, it's not to say that it's interfering with the play. So if it's his natural stance, he's still allowed to do it. But touch from Davis now out to Lob.
He's got a great split. He's landed midway through the circle. But, they want that safe and secure shot right underneath the goal.
Yeah, Alec Davis now slots that one for SA. It's out to 6 goals to the ACT. Now Rochow with the ball. Great cut back in as that option. And now Cross, hand up. Ball in from Rochow. Fantastic delivery on that one, and he sinks another one for ACT.
Critical moment here for the Dragons. Down by 7. They must score here to just keep this, almost relieve the pressure of the scoreboard. They've got to stay in touch.
Correct. And South Australia, really, there's still no option coming forward. Stationary is Alec Davis, but everyone around him also a little stationary at the moment. Jerry Humphries. And Humphries takes the shot, rolls it over the top of the rim.
And that's his first goal for the quarter. Davis doing the bulk of the shooting workload for the Dragons in the second quarter.
And the ball now in possession of the Griffiths.
They're so patient with their play, aren't they? Like they keep moving and keep rolling out if they're not used.
Yeah, not a lot of urgency, but just a lot of composure here from the ACT. Right option now, able to find it cross. He puts it through, takes a little bit of a hit after the goal is scored as well. Now South Australia in possession, really wanting to look at bringing this 7-goal margin back. And out to lob goes the ball. Humphries coming through, in and out now. Still working, Burrow doing a good job in keeping Davis away from the ring, but Davis slots the goal.
Will not be stopped in this second quarter.
Watch out now, throws it down, Zamet just blocking that one out. Lockie Paolo coming in over the top.
Yeah, did a great job getting on the inside of Paolo and being able to snatch that ball in cleanly with the two hands. Mid-court press by the Griffiths. Dragons, can they score off this opportunity here?
Yep, ball now back with Justin Lobb. Nice movement from Jerry to find the front space now. Lobb cuts it through.
To be up on the transverse line. Yeah, he's done something to his finger, almost jarred his finger.
Yeah.
And he's actually out of play, so that he's got to go up to the transverse line to set the penalty.
And South Australia allowed to play on there. And Alec Davis with the shot. Great shot there. Confidence from Davis. Margin is back to 5 now with the centre pass to SA. Gets up, causes the turnover. Step call. Ball brought through the court beautifully there by the ACT. Looking in. Cross, looks on, puts the ball up. Great hold.
Yeah, kept his back to Spur as he protected his space.
Yeah,
and just hesitant. Oh, the jump shot from Paolo for the ACT Griffiths. That was a beautiful falling out of court shot.
Yeah, great work there. Good rebound on this one. Now Paolo takes the ball uncontested. Hopkins, beautiful drive through the court into the pocket. Sends the ball across to Cross.
Just timing, isn't it? Like their timing is just on song with one another. So Dragons, what can they do? Nice little deflection. And the Griffiths are away again.
And now a ball comes through. We see Robinson coming on to court in at goal attack for SA. A few more changes today than they did this morning with Jesse Robinson now. See what he can do to alleviate some pressure, the pressure on Alec Davis.
And now we're starting to see the effects of the shooting end changes for the Griffiths. They're now starting to get into their workload as Spur interrupts another one.
Yeah, taken well out of the air by Spur there. SA looking to move the ball through the court. Robinson found. Flicks it into Davis. Arm up from Burrow. Called for the contact though. Bringing the margin back to 7. Just 2 minutes to go in the first half here. Prelim final. Loser goes home without the trophy. Unable to play off tomorrow against Victoria. And Robinson just in the front space. Out and in here for Jesse Robinson. It causes the penalty on Burrow and sinks the goal for SA. Minute 30 to go. Watch out coming through the court. Throws it to Cross. Great pressure though from Spur. Gets Cross to drop the ball. Ball called out of court and in the way of the ACT.
Yeah, Hopkins doing a really great job during that last passage just to make sure that, awkward landing between Spur and Cross. Hopkins doing a really good job defensively earlier, just making sure that ball was going to the Griffiths way.
And now South Australia with the ball. And throwing it back to Jerry. There was lob. Robinson popping in the front space. Not a bad change, however. Hopkins reaching in.
A nice little dish off to Davis on the arm.
And now possession with ACT. Just 30 seconds less than remaining. Paolo sights, cross straight away, spur, head down. And this is a quick goal for the ACT team. However, it does allow SA one more shot. SA need to get the ball into post. Ball with Robinson and throws it up. Lob there, double teaming. No one really double teaming. And Mason Garb gets the stop.
Swats it out the way.
And that wraps up the first half in this preliminary final. It is the 2023 AMMNA National Championships. Men's Reserve Division, South Australia versus ACT. ACT, great start to the match. Rounding out that quarter, leading 27 goals to 20.
Having a pretty good season this year, Andy.
By the look of this lot, you are too.
Well, we've got a good team out in the field. You want to go meet them?
Sure. So what do you grow here?
We've got broccolis, collies over there, carrots, you name it. We harvest it today, catch, and it's in the stores tomorrow.
So you guys are the midfielders of the fruit and veg?
At Spot Shed, we grow it.
We sell it, you save.
Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au. Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Association Championships 2023, proudly supported by Blade and WA, Great Temptation Sweet Treats, Spud Shed, West Coast Fever and Netball WA.
Welcome back to the 2023 AMMNA National Championships held here in Perth at the Bender Basketball Stadium. We have had an exciting first half of netball in the men's reserve preliminary final. ACT currently getting the better of South Australia, leading 27 goals to 20. Mandy, joining me in commentary, take us through the first half highlights, really, that you've seen on the court.
Yeah, for me, it's been a pretty even sort of a game. You know, ACT really getting on top of the unforced errors from the Dragons. Like, you know, when I look at the quarter breakdown, it's a 14-10 in the first quarter and then a 13-10. So they've just been able to compound their goals a little bit better. So the crowd really getting behind the ACT Griffs at the moment. Griffith, so it is a bit of a crowd favourite here at Bendat Stadium during the week. So does the crowd get them over the line in the second half?
Yeah, ACT getting us off to this second half of netball. All on the line now for South Australia, reining in a couple of changes to try and get them back into the contest. Ball now with Hopkins, who just finds Rocha easily. And Bradbrook, no.
Doesn't get the call go his way.
Yeah, offside, the call. Paolo to take the free pass inside the circle. Swings it across to Hopkins. Hopkins, no, not looking in for cross at the moment.
Nice defensive circle pressure here.
And great positioning from Spur. And the ball thrown straight into Mason Garb.
And I think that's probably one of the key differences here for me today is ACT, they've got this really nice timing and flow when they've got the ball in hand. They can go fast, they can go slow, but it's up to them. They choose their tempo. Whereas I find SA are used to sort of being that real fast, short and sharp through the midcourt to the traditional lob at the back end, and it hasn't had that same effect today in this game.
Yeah, no, it hasn't had the same effect. However, Davis gets the possession for South Australia. The ball goes through the ring. They're now on the scoreboard for the quarter. Jerry in possession finds Newchurch. Davis comes out of the circle, not being used on this occasion. Newchurch finds Jerry, looks straight in to Davis.
Better front hold from Davis
and
there.
Takes the shot, dribbles over the rim. In it goes. Margins are back to 5 now.
Yeah, you can get a sense that there's something happening here in this third quarter.
Yeah, ball now cross coming out of the circle for this one. Paolo just running into the backspace, not really an option for the ACT in the circle at the moment. And Bradbrook put out of play. Paolo not wanting to look at taking the shot.
And good defensive switch there in the circle by the Dragons defenders.
Yeah, cross at the moment for me, holding on the wrong side. Really shallow, hard to put the ball in to him at the moment.
And look, and I thought that was a bit of a soft call to underneath the post. But, you know, you've got to go to the play, as we've said, and it just dribbles off the post. So it'd be a ACT throw-in. And these are the little unforced errors that I'm talking about. You know, they're a smart team. They work the ball to post and convert these turnovers into points.
Yeah, agree there. Burrow, nice high ball for Amazing Garb, taking advantage of the height that he has out at goal defence. Across to Amazing Garb now in possession.
Couldn't connect across though, was off balance with the pass. He knows it.
Yeah, probably didn't need to be so off balance. Could have steadied himself as well on that one. Now South Australia bringing the ball through the court. It's with the goalkeeper Spur. And great drive up the court from Newchurch, opening it up. South Australia now flying through. Nothing forward though. And Jerry misreads the movement from Newchurch. Lets it go over the head. And now ACT, sideline throw-in. And this one looks like a nice little set structure. Hopkins on the drive, not used. And Paolo, another error.
Yeah, again, and you know, it's interesting to watch. You know, this is becoming a pressure moment, pressure quarter. They call it the championship quarter for a reason. Yeah, which team stands up?
Certainly do, and at the moment, both teams making errors. So who can maintain possession of the ball? Robinson free around the circle, looking for the Davis pop, and rolled
Yeah, and
again.
look, they've made multiple changes down this back end, so we've got a new goalkeeper on and McInnes back on in that wing defence role.
Yeah, McInnes on and to Horst on also at goalkeeper. A little bit more height in that circle.
And he's a bit more physical too, so I think he'll match up nicely against Cross, as that's a beautiful goal from the Dragons. Oh, excuse me, from the ACT. Oh, the way Newchurch just delivers passes to his teammates is so nice to watch.
Yeah, both SA goalers in the same space at the same time. However, able to slot that one through the ring. Margin still at 5. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, and a breaking call. Here it is, South Australia with the chance. And,
such a rare miscommunication from the defenders from the Dragons. Usually so safe with the ball in hand.
And Horst called for the penalty. And Paolo now with the shot on goal, doesn't sink it, and it's said to be knocked out by Cross.
Yeah, Zammit got a knock to the eye there. He'll have to try and play on through it.
Zammit in possession, finds McInnes. McInnes moving the ball through the court. Great hold from Newchurch. And Robinson has opened up the court in the circle for SA since coming on. Jerry lets that one over the top of Masengard.
Double
to
jump.
Davis, and
Davis knew that one wasn't landing for him.
yeah, he's great at reading his own shot at the moment, and sinks the goal for SA. SA now back to 4 with the centre pass to come. Robinson, no pressure, Masengard.
The timing of his jump was incredible. He's been in everything today so far, early.
Yes, great work here. Jerry just using his body to protect it. Not a nice ball to get back on the outside. However, Jesse Robinson, beautiful shot there, takes the risk, gets the reward.
Yep, they're double teaming on Davis now, so they're forcing Robinson to shoot.
Now the ball back with ACT. Great cover from Zammit on Hopkins.
Yeah, it was a nice little V-cut defense.
Yeah, and Horst gives Cross a little bit of body to deal with, and Cross, strong hold, great option. Just an easy penalty, though. Putting himself out of play was Horst.
Newchurch receives.
Jerry just finding space down the court, trusts his instincts, looks to post, finds Davis.
This is the Dragons team that I've known to see throughout the course of the week. They've got the legs moving, the feeds going early. This is what I've seen all week from them, so I'm glad to see it back in the third quarter.
Yeah, a couple of changes now at the moment on court from their lineup this morning, but it is giving them the energy that they need, maybe to push themselves up and over the line against the ACT. Ball now in the hands of Paolo. And the ball swung, and Cross.
And that was a nice
Beautiful
defensive
body.
switch as well. Oh,
Shoots it from the mid-range shot. Not just an under-the-post shooter is Andrew Cross. Robinson now back to McInnes. McInnes and Zammit doing a good job. However, that ball, not a fantastic one for your friend to pick up.
yeah, that's 2 this quarter that they've been guilty of gifting the ACT Griffiths. And you can't give a team like this, like that easy shot, just from an unforced error. They punish you at the post.
Yeah, Paolo shoots that one from range now. Free out on the centre pass. And finds Hopkins deep in the pocket. No options inside the circle. Great cover from the South Australians.
Hell ball. And they got their bench up. They like that defensive build-up. Now they've got to connect it down.
Through McInnes now, Jerry. Newchurch is out on the far side. Opens the court up, and Masengard just runs with Robinson, who can't keep it. Falcon ball out of court now. Far sideline for the ACT.
And here's that defensive pressure that they're building here. So all players must stay in play.
Yeah, Burrow gets it through to Masengard.
Oh, Jerry.
And
yeah, gets the call his way.
McInnes, great footwork there to keep the ball. Ball moves down the line. Newchurch, just an easy option. Circle edge, threading through a couple of ACT players. Now called for the penalty. And Robinson not wanting to have the shot. And that ball straight up to Davis. Beautiful use of the triangle outside the circle.
And they've got the centre pass to follow too, so an opportunity to bring it back.
Newchurch out on the centre. Robinson not having anything to deal with. 2-on-1 back in the circle on Davis. You can't let Davis have the ball that easily inside the circle on a 2-on-1.
I do want to talk about Newchurch's pass there, that one down the line. He literally, his pass alone moved his player, his teammate, down the court to turn to post as he landed that catch. That's great skill.
ACT swing the ball across the court. Lockie Paolo, straight goal line drive and advantage goal there. The penalty would have been on Zamet.
Such a simple and effective goal attack move, and Newchurch misconnection with Jerry off the centre pass. And again, this is a moment here.
Mason Garb now with the ball. And
offensive contact.
Contact. And Davis now all alone under the post. Mason Garb gives away the silly penalty there. Lets Davis have a second shot after the miss. And we can see Justin Lobb back in the substitution box. So look for a change in at wing attack. Newchurch over to the bench. Great hold and delivery from ACT.
And Cross keeping them in the game right now. Still 4 goals the difference.
And now Justin Lobb in possession, finding Jerry back through the middle of the court. Davis just able to come out of the circle on occasions and really give an easy option for the South Australian team to bring the ball through as he works himself to the post. 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. It's 3 goals the difference. ACT now in possession. Mason Garb with the ball. Paolo needs to get himself down the court, or Robertson has a crack. Saw that one coming.
And they're just the best sportsmanship as well. Like, there's no malice in it. It was just attempt for the ball.
Yes. Hopkins, no options except to go back to Mason Garb.
He's very casual with that one-handed catch, isn't he?
Yeah. Now Josh Rocha with the ball. Lockie Paolo popping front and sends that over the goal line. Shot off target to Horse now with the ball. And Steve McInnes sends the long one. It's able to be pulled in by SA.
They've got to play it short. And Davis just releasing the pressure by coming out of the circle.
Yeah, smart hold to the ball though, letting Lobb get through into the space. Jesse Robinson not able to put that one in. And the tussle between Mason Garb and Davis. Hopkins now in possession. Rochow, beautiful pop into the space from Cross. And drops it short, but to Horse not ready.
Yeah,
to get up.
No box out for the rebound there.
A bit slow, more focus on the jump over the shot. Now the ball with SA. Jerry, fake to no one. Zamet back to Horse.
Long ball.
Yeah, Robinson just by himself. Still a 2-on-1. Needs to get in, Robinson. Does and finds Davis. Just some movement in the circle required from the ACD to stop the drive. And the easy ball over.
How do the Griffs there? Yeah, contact. Oh, offensive contact. Oh, that's a big call.
Steve McInnes looking straight at him. Give me the ball.
Now.
He's got some urgency about him at the moment.
Oh, so the years of experience that he has underneath his belt. Hell ball by Jerry.
3 seconds. I think that was a little bit quick. Umpire getting caught up in that one. I don't know that it was quite 3 seconds.
It probably wasn't, but it doesn't help when Jerry's telegraphing and turning around trying to look for options either.
Yeah, ACT back now in possession. They'll want to score out of this one, keeping that 4-goal margin, finding Rochow circle edge, and Cross just pops front. Here we go. Mid-range shot, rolls it.
Yep, that's the consistency that we find in Cross at the back there.
Beautiful work there from it. Takes charge of the circle for the ACT. Lob now through Davis.
Yeah, finding circle edge really nicely too since his return to court.
And Jesse Robinson slots that one through for the Dragons. 1 minute to go in the third term. And Mason Garb coming through, ball carrier once again for the ACT. No one on offer. Paolo pops up through the middle. Now the ball swings across to Hopkins. Paolo on the front cut drive and puts it up. Sinks the shot.
Who would want to be a goaler right now with it? Like the pressure that they must be feeling to get these goals through the post.
Oh, ball now with McInnes. McInnes double plays with Zamet. Oh, beautiful drive there from Davis. Robinson pops into the circle. Trust your shot, kid. Yes.
And he gets it too.
Great work there.
Can they hold them out? 30 seconds.
So Rochow now with the ball. Paolo just cruising out, covered by Zamet. Struggling to find an option. Cross outside the circle.
Oh, I
Needs
wish
to
he'd
get in. Here we go. And cross to Horse with the rebound now. Just 8 seconds left in the quarter. Needs to get some urgency. Robinson deliver the ball. No, Davis. And not able to put that one through the ring. Rushing the shot here. And wow, are we in for a great last term. Current score now, ACT leading 37-34, but everyone at home, stay with us here at the Bender Basketball Stadium, here at the AMMNA National Championships. We'll be back in just a moment with the final term of the preliminary final.
Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Association Championships 2023, proudly supported by Bladen WA, Great Temptation Sweet Treats, Spud Shed, West Coast Fever and Netball WA.
And now we are back here at the AMMNA Championships for 2023. It is the men's reserve preliminary final. No second chances for the loser tonight. ACT versus South Australia. ACT leading by 37 goals to 34. Wow, we are in for a cracker, Mandy. Are you excited?
I'm up on my feet. I just can't keep moving. I'm moving all about right now. This is going to be a great 15 minutes in netball, and it's all about who settles first and goes back to their basic structures. It's a great quarter by the South Australian Dragons, winning 14 goals to 10 in the third, so they maintain that type of consistency. They can get up today.
Yeah, I can see it going either way at the moment. Now there is one change for the ACT team. They have just switched positions, moving from wing defence into centre. Hopkins back into wing defence. South Australia remains unchanged from how they finished the third. And great fling out to Robinson. Zamet now with the ball, and a penalty here on Burrow.
Yeah.
Didn't see that one, so unsure what it was for here. And Davis, beautiful hold here. Mason Garb unable to do anything.
Who shows their discipline in this fourth and final quarter as well will be a key feature as to how well they stay and play defensively.
Yeah, Rochelle now. 1-2 working inside, outside the circle. Cross.
Oh, yeah, close
to a
flirting.
held ball here. Ball now back to the outside of the circle. Like to see Cross switch over.
He's just staying flat almost, isn't he? Just
Yeah.
waiting for that pass over.
And sinks that goal. Really sits on the T-bone hold. I think there's an opportunity to switch into front of another defender, really opening up some space. So something to think about there for the ACT superstar.
And looks like we've got Spur coming on early in the substitution box. And
great work there from the ACT centre. But Robinson gets to the crumbs first, stays onside. Jerry now. Ball back with a penalty. Lob swings it across to Jerry, and Robinson takes it, but Alec Davis thought the ball was for him too. And Mason Garb gets a tip, but Davis pulls it in. Margin now back to 2. Well, Mandy, it's getting exciting.
It's so exciting. You can feel the tension. You can cut it with a knife. Like, everyone's starting to almost get really safe with the ball in hand. Like, they're almost too hesitant to throw it, but they're still got to release.
Yeah, how are the nerves if you're on the court right now? ACT now scoring the goal. Margin back to 3.
Well, they storm the centre pass too. They want to give their defenders each a chance to have a crack at the ball and play. And, great ball.
Davis pulls the ball in, asking for Lob to settle it down a little bit. And now a ball with finds Paolo. Rochow back to That's a hard ball for Hopkins in the corner.
Yeah, contact against Lob, so it'd be a penalty set up on the transverse line.
Yeah, Jerry not really doing much defensive pressure on that one, and Cross asks for the ball from Rochow.
It was more of a reactive thing. He was like, this is my player, put hands up, and then not realising that he was right in front of him.
Yes. And South Australia now in possession.
How do they break through this 6-man press? You see them all in the middle lane. Great move from Davis.
Yeah, open up through the middle here. Robinson there alone. Mason Garb hedging either side, but not really making a difference on that play. South Australia with the option of both players. ACT now with the centre.
And, how do you think the coaches are feeling in this moment too? 11 minutes away. This could be the last game for potentially one of them. Or do we go into overtime?
Well, we've had one today already.
Could be the difference.
Now Broadbrook out of play. Walks up beside Broadbrook. Out to Paolo.
Yeah,
smart
good
move
shot
from
off.
Zamet. And up from Spur. And that ball dropped a little short. Cross though. Two-hand grab.
He's sore.
Very
He's
much.
really sore.
Very much so. In case you haven't noticed, Andrew Cross would have been smacked plenty of times this week for the ACT team.
And again, how do they get through this? Through the middle and back out on the outlet.
Robinson all alone on that goal line at the moment.
Here's a one-on-one.
Lob holds on to the ball, finds Davis.
And you got McInnes in the substitution box. No doubt he'll try and run out the final 10 minutes. So smart move tactically by the SA coaching staff, getting that experience. He's getting close.
He is getting close. I think one's coming soon, and Paolo just puts that one through. Paolo's got to keep Zamet engaged now for the rest of the match because Zamet is out hunting. He's willing to take the risk. Rochow. And
offside.
Did he go offside? That is the question.
It's not a question.
It's called.
It's called. You've got to play on.
Robinson takes that one out of the air. Alec Davis just popping in through the front. A little too easy. And the goal scored there. Steve McInnes running onto the court. Rochow now in possession. Amazing guard. Not a lot to go to, though. Comes through and for it. And there we go. Zamet running onto the ball. Great work there from the South Australian.
Big moment right now for the Dragons.
Yep, need to keep possession, get it through the court. You can see the desire in Jerry.
Working really hard for that front possession and the drop-off pass into Davis.
And Davis puts that one through the ring. The bench is up for SA.
We've got supporters upstairs here at Bendat Stadium as well as underneath. It's a big SA game. Oh, heavy check.
Hopkins.
Oh, offensive contact.
Interesting call there. Must have seen
something different on
something
her angle.
There. Possibly the body was used first before collecting the ball.
Held. This game is going to go down to the wire. It's 8 minutes to play.
Now the ball with Justin Lobb. Throws the ball into the pocket. Robinson along the base. And Davis asking for it. Mason Garb gets the touch, but contact call here on Burrow. And umpire taking control.
Just saying, for the guys to let her officiate the game.
Let me make the calls.
She'll make the calls. And it's even 43 apiece.
Now this game becomes even more interesting. And a touch. Zamet again with hands to ball. And South Australia looking at the opportunity to take the lead. Great hold from Robinson there, and
smart too, just moving his front foot just ever so slightly forward, so it looks like it's 3 foot up from that mark. Timeout is called.
Yeah, time called here. Trying to always work out the reason.
Oh, it's a bib.
A bib on the floor.
Yep.
And SA now into the lead for the first time since the first couple of minutes of the match. Robinson mops up the poor pass and quick ball.
Offensive contact, use of the elbow, and you saw that from up here, yeah.
Unfortunate there for Davis. He was in a great position to get that ball.
And here comes the defensive pressure from the Dragons. Sorry to cut you off.
Good.
And look at the bench. ACT on their feet, willing their team on.
Burrow now in possession, finds Hopkins. No one's coming forwards. Bit of a push there from Alec Davis. Really want to see him clean that one up, just keeping the pressure. Jesse Robinson onto the ball, though, with the penalty.
It's all first ball contest, but they've got to be able to pick and choose when to go for it or not.
Yeah, cross out of the circle, swings it across to Great cover on the drive from Matthew Spur.
I agree. Ran that arc beautifully shoulder to shoulder.
Now the ball with the ACT, finding Rochow, top of circle, and Cross asks for it up in the air and puts that one through the ring.
They've got the centre pass as well.
Yep, ball back to even.
Swings and roundabouts right now. Who holds their nerve?
And another touch. Robinson this time.
Their defence across that transverse line is second to none today. Just at the right moments getting up.
Ball now with Jerry. Swings it across to McInnes. Finds Robinson, but Robinson
couldn't land the catch. It's all getting a bit helter-skelter right now. And here's where ACT decide to drop the pace entirely.
Yeah, Paolo now in possession, and the ball asked for by Cross. Looks like he was held onto by Spur, unable to move off the mark. Paolo now finishing it off. No, unable to. Zamet with the rebound.
Huge rebound.
Zamet is in everything in this last quarter. And Jerry finding Davis. McInnes now. Robinson, just the easy pop out from Davis.
Great goal.
Goal scored. SA take the lead once again against the run of play. Now 45-44 to South Australia.
Yeah, that was a very quick three.
Just wonder whether it's a footwork call.
No, definitely the
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Or quick. That was quick. Rochow, though, finds on the circle edge. Cross after the ball and in the wrong space.
Yeah, he was teeing off. Very lucky.
Cross does all the work to save ball then.
Final 5 minutes here in this do-or-die semi.
Rochow now in possession. sitting with throwing the ball. Steve McInnes hands to a ball once again. Cross pops out, finds Paolo on the easy ball, and he drains it for the ACT. ACT now once again retake the lead. 4.5 minutes to go. This is the final term, preliminary final, everything on the line. A spot against Victoria in the grand final tomorrow.
Hopkins out of play here. Lob doing a great drive down court. How do they work the ball in, the Dragons?
Robinson now with the ball, throws it. Gets a touch. Quick ball from Jerry, and Davis
Can't keep
it in.
Big moment, huge moment.
Here it is, ACT now with a sideline throw in.
Looks like they're reverting to the man-on-man at the front here. And just a little bit of ill discipline.
Yeah, need to keep composed for this ball coming through the court. Drivers need to come. Zamet takes the risk.
Worth the risk.
Yeah, definitely worth the risk. Nothing there coming forwards. And Rochow now takes the drop, delivers the ball over to Cross. Beautiful pass. And Cross sinks it for a 2-goal lead with the centre now.
He's so safe for the ACT team at the back there. He has had a phenomenal match so far.
Yeah.
Can he bring his team home now for the win? A chance at the grand final on hand.
Hopkins now in possession. Rochow cutting through the front space. And Zamet now called for the penalty inside the circle. Cross asks for the ball. Bit flat there from Paolo, but Cross still pulls in the ball. 3 goals the margin. 3 minutes just under to go now. South Australia, a little bit of urgency required.
Yeah, they've just got to maintain their legs. You know, they had all the run of the mill in the last couple of minutes. They've just got to keep running.
And Robinson sends that one out over the goal line. Not the desired outcome for the SA Dragons. And Burrow now with the ball for ACT. Finds sends it back to Mazinga. Robinson. Not able to keep the ball in though. Now finds Cross, who sends it over.
Roll reversal. Like that. Smart move.
And Paolo sinks the goal now. That takes the margin to 4. Just a solitary 2 minutes remaining.
Bit of breathing space for the ACT team.
SA need a turnover. It needs to come now.
Who steps up in this moment for them though?
And Paolo sends it back to Hopkins. McInnes covering Rochow. Cover is not enough. Intercept is required. Forced a turnover, and Humphries back onto the court. And that ball up. And a footwork.
Stepping call, yes.
Yes.
They've got to go quick. If they want to get in, they've got to go.
McInnes finds Jerry.
No one running down court though.
McInnes now, ever trusty, bringing the ball through. Just a minute, under a minute and a half, 1 minute 20 remaining. Down by 4. Humphries needs to take the shot quickly.
And they've got to get this ball back into the centre
and
circle.
Davis with the rebound.
Rolls it
around, and an SA centre.
Jerry's
3 goals the difference.
He's got to run it in.
1 minute remaining.
They've got to go direct.
And
good front
smart
move.
ball. Davis flicks it up. And a time hole.
Play the advantage and the caution.
Caution there as well for Burrow. That brings it back to 2. This is dangerous now for the ACT.
This is the moment.
They need to keep possession.
The Dragons need to get up defensively here.
Yep, they need to stay disciplined, but they need to take the risk. And Cross comes out, finds Paolo. Paolo is going to look to post. And, yeah, I have to agree. Spur just pushing Cross a little too much. And Cross sinks the goal. Out to 3 now. ACT pretty close, and a turnover. And ACT now will go through to the reserve men's grand final. How exciting for them.
That's very exciting. I would have been happy to see either of these two teams go through. But, deserved winners tonight. They've held their nerve. They
Cross finishes it off for ACT. Just a couple of seconds left before they go ecstatic.
Let's see the celebration. Look at them go.
And congratulations to the ACT men's reserves team on a great performance tonight, taking out South Australia, who took out last year's champions this morning in the third and fourth playoff. Well, Mandy, wasn't that just a fantastic spectacle of netball?
Oh, that was thrilling netball. Really came down to those crucial moments in that last 5 minutes where either side had an opportunity to put their foot down. And, for the ACT team, they delivered and they got the job done.
Yeah, ACT will be thrilled with that result, and they get a chance to avenge the loss this morning to Victoria in the grand final tomorrow. Well, that was a fantastic game, but there is one more tonight. We have a mixed reserves on court 3. Over on court 1 is our open men's game. It is between Victoria and New South Wales. It is a rematch of the grand final last year, so one of them will not get through. Western Australia already in the open men's grand final. But thank you for joining us this afternoon. Mandy, it was wonderful to have you with me once again.
Thank you very much.
My name is Dan Cook. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you throughout the rest of the championship.